Welcome to Table for One. I'm the narrator, and in today's video, I'm going to be unboxing Sky Team. I know it's billed as a two-player game, but you're going to want to stick around, I promise. Let's get rolling. Alright, so I'm excited to unbox Sky Team, which is a game that says it's for two players, but I want to unbox it on this channel for three reasons. I guess starting with the most important, which is I like to unbox every game that I get on this channel. So you might remember after Gen Con 2024, I unboxed on this channel Obelisk, which is a two-player game, District Noir, which is a fantastic two-player game, Foundations of Metropolis, which is 2 to 4 players. That's a really good game too. I hope that at some point it will have a solo mode, but even previous to that, I unboxed Splendor on this channel, which is a 2 to 4 player game. But Splendor at least had a really good fan-made solo mode, which is something Sky Team has as well. So I will be doing a solo playthrough of Sky Team on this channel in the near future, and it's a really good fan-made solo mode. It's really elegant. It just did a fantastic job of, with almost no changes at all, being able to play this by yourself while still maintaining the tension that exists in the two-player game, because there's normally a small amount of hidden information, but the way they handled it is just awesome. So if you want to see that solo playthrough in a couple weeks, make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss it. And the third reason that I'm unboxing Sky Team today is that the Etsy store that I co-own with some friends, Brain Bucket Games, is about to release some Sky Team replacement parts. So I'll do a dedicated video to that as well in the near future, but we're pretty excited for it. So that's the intro. Let's get this thing open. And it actually just has a couple pieces of tape. The whole thing's not shrinked. Just got some little pieces of tape here and here, and I'll carefully peel those off later. But better than putting the whole thing in single-use plastic wrap. So let's see what it looks like in here. Okay, landing procedure. So this whole game is about being a pilot and a co-pilot, or a captain and co-pilot, landing an airplane. It's really cool. It won the, I'm not going to try and speak German, but it won a Game of the Year award. And my buddy saw it at Gen Con and was pretty impressed, and he bought it. And we've been playing through it, and it's really good. So I wanted a copy as well. All right, so there we go. Instead of rambling, here's the main rule book. It tells you how to play, tells you how to put the components together, all the main principles, and then the flight log. That is like the first mission in it. The flight log is full of all these additional mechanisms that you can add on, and then like a list of, these are the easy levels, the medium levels, the hard levels, and the very hard levels. So me and my friend have worked our way through the green ones at this point, but I'm excited to get into some of these. But they start adding all these different little modules and rules changes, which are really cool. The game is definitely ripe for expansion content. I believe there's an expansion coming out already. And you know what? I bet it would fit in this box too. There's plenty of room in this box, and it would be easy to add on expansion modules. So we've got 2 of these blue little fold-outs, and they've got player aids inside of them. And you just fold them up before each game, and then you unfold them when you put the game away. But it's a 2-player dice game. Basically, each player has one of these. The blue is the pilot or the captain, I can never remember, and the orange is the co-pilot. And you roll your dice each round behind this screen. And so you can talk strategy before the round starts, but then once you roll the dice, you can no longer speak. And so you each can only see your own dice, and you're placing them on this shared board, which then does things in terms of trying to land the plane. And you're trying to figure out, well, should I place a high number dice here or a low number dice? And, what are the dice that my not opponent, co-player has already placed, and what does that tell me about what dice I think they still have? It's a lot of fun. So, all right, here's it's like a coating on here, but this feels like a paper bag, not plastic, which is nice. Silica packet. Gotta have one of those. Okay, so we've got some little airplane tokens. Should be 3 of these coffee tokens. How many airplanes do we have? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, I believe. Yeah, it seems like 12. And then 3 of these little track markers, a red, an orange, and a blue. And here's a dial. Maybe I should get to this board. So this board here, we're going to punch out all the little pink trash can icons, and then it'll reveal these spots underneath. And then we will be able to, I guess, fold it down somehow. I don't know how it stays like that. I'll have to take a look. Does that flip up? I don't exactly know. Let's start by punching these out, and then we'll find out. So everything with a little trash can icon, we punch out. There we go. So the squares are places where you can place your dice. And the long rectangles are little switches that you can activate. Now let's assemble this main board. This is really the bulk of the game right here. There's not a lot of other stuff, but I do want to demonstrate how to put this together. And there is one big one here. Take that one off. A bunch of little ones here. Honestly, this is one of my favorite parts of getting a new game is the punching out the components. I just like it. If you have received new games and you don't like the punching out, just send it to me. I'll punch it out for you. I'll send it back. Okay, there we go. That's all punched. So this is what it looks like now. Slide some of this over to the side. And so, I mentioned there were some little track markers. The red one goes here. The orange one goes here. And there's little circles beneath to tell you where these things start. There we go, like that. And little cups of coffee you can earn and put them in these coffee spots. So they give you focus. So if you're the blue player, you can place your dice anywhere that's blue. And you see these are either or at the bottom. If you're the orange player, you can place your dice anywhere that's orange. Again, these are shared. And you're trying to land this plane. And so as you're playing, there's 3 radio spots. The co-pilot has 2. The pilot has 1. And when you use that, you can eliminate planes that are in front of you, sort of on your approach to the airport. But then if you're the orange player, you can place a die here, but it has to be a 1 or a 2. And these arrows indicate you have to go in order. And by the end of the game, you have to have done all of these 4 spots to adjust the flaps. If you're the blue player, you have to do these 3 spots. They don't have to be in order, but these are lowering the landing gear. And then as you fill in these spots, you're moving the associated orange marker here or the blue marker here. And each turn, each player must fill each of these spots, the blue and the orange, and you add up the total of those dice. And if you land in this range, then your plane doesn't move forward at all. If you land in this range, you move forward 1 space. And if you land in this range, you move forward 2 spaces. And so then, of course, these are dynamic. And you're trying to get to the airport by the last round, and not you can get there early as long as then you don't overshoot the airport. And then the blue player also has to fill these 3 spaces, and they must be in order with a 2, a 4, and a 6. And that moves this track here. And on the last round, when you're landing the plane, instead of moving forward, you add up these 2 dice. And if they are lower than this number, then you've got enough breaks. But if you're too high, then you overshoot the runway and you lose. So you have to move these breaks up at least once, to be able to combined have a 2 and be able to use your breaks. Anytime you can put any numbered dice down here, and it makes you a coffee, and then a coffee can be spent to add or subtract 1 from the face of a die, and they're all just standard D6. And then each round, each player must also put a die here, and you add up the difference between the 2 numbers, and whichever one is higher, that changes the roll of your plane. And so if you roll too much, you automatically lose. And when the plane lands at the end of the last round, you must be level. So 2 of your 4 dice each round must go to these spots, and then you figure out how to use the other 2 throughout. So I didn't mean to give you the whole rundown of the game before getting all the components unpacked, but I was just excited. So these are the main 2 pieces here. So this tells you how many airplanes are in front of you, and you've got to clear them all. So if you ever need to move this track forward and you're running into planes, then you've automatically lost. So to clear this plane, you would have to put a die in one of these 3 spots that's a value 3. 1, 2, 3, and you can clear a plane from that space. So you're getting closer and closer to the airport. And then this one tells you your altitude, and it also tells you who goes first each round. So blue player first, orange player first, blue, orange, until finally you're on the ground. And I'm sure there are a number of different pieces to replace these with special bonuses and stuff. So you can earn, for example, reroll tokens. This tells you to put one here at 2,000 feet. So when you get to that altitude, any player can spend this token, and then all players may reroll any number of their rolled dice. Here's the dice. So 4 blue ones, 1 to 6. 4 orange ones, 1 to 6. No surprises there. And here are these little cardboard switches, which are not my favorite. These will be replaced in our upgrade kit. But the switches go here, and so as you place a die on each space, you then slide the switch to on, to show that you've done that action. So I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 switches. 3, 6, 9, 10. I do. Okay, great. What else is in here? So I've got some little sticker pads, it looks like. That's probably what's going to keep this shut. So let me grab these. Okay, so these are double-sided stickers. That makes sense. Yes, and we put them on the indicated spaces here. And we'll also be placing some back here. Well, let's do that now. And it seems they've sent me more than enough. So take one off of there. Oh yeah, and then there's a film on that side too, huh? So this will be pretty interesting content. So I fight with double-sided stickers. Okay, here's one. Oh, that is super sticky. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's try and stick it to the cardboard there. So there's one. Let's get another. And I should really not take the paper off until it's on the cardboard, I have determined. There's a second. Okay, so let's do this. Remove it. Place it down like that. Now remove the paper. That is the way. Okay. Let's do another. Looks like there's only 4. Just kind of thought there would be more of them. So just follow the arrows. Come on, you can do it. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we close it and press. And that'll stay in place just fine, I think. And now we do this side as well. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. I think I've got extra stickers. I don't really know. Well, let me just leave that there for now. Let me do the single sides. I don't really know the purpose of this side. I guess it just makes the whole thing stand a little taller. I don't know. All right, let's get the paper off of these. Okay, I've already pressed these two down, but they're clear. You can't see them, but you can see where the arrows are, and we just flip this over like this and press, and that should stay. And now it'll sit here on the table, and it's got, I guess, a little bit of height off the table, and I guess that gives it enough height for these to slide better. Yeah, it slides right under now. Okay, I understand. That was the purpose. So there you go. That's the main contents. Now there is, the scenario book that I mentioned earlier, and all that content is under here. So there's a black die. There's a number of these approach strips here. What else have we got? Just some cards that you can add. There may be some more cards. Yeah, they're kind of loose. Here's some more cards. Here's this piece which punched itself. I believe this is some sort of wind indicator. So this sits in here, and then you can turn it. And you'll notice this yellow line. That is because it lines up, different modules line up with different spaces here. I haven't actually played with this one yet, but that's what I know. Oh, this one too. How do we punch that out? It opens. Okay. So this has got pieces to punch, 8 dice placement pieces, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 track indicators. And this one is going to take some adhesive as well. Okay, so I've got 2 stickers on those 2 pieces, and then press it closed. No big deal. So I can hold your dice there. This is some sort of ice breaks. And so the yellow on both sides, this replaces your normal breaks and goes here. So just another module, not difficult to assemble. Here's some other punch-out tokens. So it looks like another reroll token. This here lines up with this yellow part here. So this is another mechanic for a module. And these lanyards, 1 to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's nice they put the little trash can icon on this so you know that you don't need it. Could have put a recycle bin maybe, but can't be too picky. And one other punch out here. And it does have a little button here. Don't miss that one. There you go. And we punch out that and that. And we're going to need to sticky this one shut too with 2 more stickers. I don't love assembling the stickers, but it's really, really low effort, even for me. So it's fine. So that piece we punched out goes in here. It's like a gauge. And I think it's used in multiple ways. This was a kerosene gauge maybe. I guess we pilot this plane with lamp oil. I don't know. Let me start to tidy this up a little. Okay, so now we can put all this module stuff back under here. You don't have to assemble it all up front like I just did, but it doesn't hurt anything either. This is not like super spoiler heavy type game. All this stuff goes here until needed. Okay, and this is what we're going to need at the outset. Those, we got our dial, all of our little buttons, and switches, and airplanes. Okay, not much to it, but I'm telling you, this is a super cool game. I was really impressed with it. Obviously I'm kind of a co-op fan, but when I found the solo variant online, again, fan-made variant, and after taking a look at it, having after played the 2-player game, I was really, really impressed, and so I'm excited to get that onto this channel soon. So here we go. Here's our flight log, landing procedure. Everything goes back in the box. Super easy. Assembly was not tough. It was very quick. And that is Sky Team. So if you think you want to be on a team of one like me, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss it when I publish the solo playthrough video of Sky Team. I'm really looking forward to getting this to the table. And it's awesome co-op too. Don't get me wrong. If you're into two-player games, like definitely this works awesome at two players as designed, and I've enjoyed it that way many times. But this being table for one, I am really excited I can get some solo play out of it too. So if you'd like to know more about Sky Team, if you've got questions about the components, if you're just interested in it and you want to let me know, go ahead and leave a like on this video or leave some comments, and then I can interact with you and we can have a dialogue about Sky Team. I'd really like to get your thoughts. But that's it for this unboxing video. Go ahead and subscribe again if you haven't done so already, or send the video to somebody else. You can share it if you think somebody else would like it. If you think you found your co-pilot, go ahead and send them this video so they know. But that's what I've got this time on Table for One. Thank you very much for watching. Again, a couple Sky Team videos coming in the future. Make sure you keep an eye out for those, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks so much. Have a good week.